Well, good morning. It's Saturday. This is day 12. And yes, I was frustrated yesterday, and you can see why. It's just a massive amount of stuff. And the ability to stock this much things in a little house like this is pretty overwhelming. Hard to predict it was going to be this much. I knew it was going to be a lot, but once you get into it and you're touching basically every little box, which is thousands and thousands and thousands of boxes, it gets old. It really does. So throw out some of your stuff, guys. And stop collecting such crap. We found some neat little things and some good stuff, but majority of it, and Avon and anything else. I mean, all these companies, these rubber stamp company and stuff like that. I mean, they took thousands and thousands of this woman's income, I guess. I don't know what you would call it, money. You'd have to refinance your house multiple times to accumulate this much stuff. So that's been interesting. Like I say, it's day 12. I'm going to finish loading the dumpster. That will be 170 yards. And then it's the weekend, so I'm going to try to give myself a little bit of a break tomorrow. Going to do some stuff with my cars. I got a big car event coming up that I put on each year, PIR, the Rock and Rumble. So that's going to be a nice, be stressful, but it's not going to be nowhere as stressful as this. So that should be good. I'll update some videos here in a few minutes. I wanted to show you, this is a pretty good sized tote. This is just all scissors. Wow, there's a marker. But scissors, there's some good ones in here, a lot of cheap ones, but that's what we found so far in this house. Actually, we've lost, I know we threw some out because we were so frustrated, but these are all scissors in here. So you misplace one or you put one aside, you buy another. You go to a store, buy another. And that's what happened in this situation, it looks like. And then there's things like rolls of tape, another thing. I'm trying to collect some of that stuff. You think that it's usable and stuff. Some of the stuff's usable. Some of the rolls of tapes were so old and dry, I just pitched them. But there's an idea. And then a lot of school supplies, markers and stuff like that. And no, she was not a teacher. More stamps and that, and yeah, it's just on and on and on. There's the room we've been working on. This is the basement. There's a window there. Got a little bit of light through there, but not much. It's so filthy. So I'm gonna try to get through this today and then start working towards the back. There's another room back there, laundry room, which I got rid of all those clothes that were on the floor. And then there's a big room behind that wall there. It's like a little shop or something, but there's a lot of stuff in there too. So here we go. Let's start digging in. Okay, here's one for you guys. Who remembers these growing up? You would put this in the freezer. You put juice or something in it and freeze it, and then you take that off and you would have a little ice pop or whatever you want to call it. I grew up with these in the 70s. My mom used to do that. That's cool. Just memories. A lot of you guys will probably remember those before we had all the minor conveniences of today. Here's an interesting one. Whole box of old stuffies. They're so wrapped. Bears, and I found a lot of koala bears and stuff like that. But yeah, another box. Here I found a box of new caulking, which is good for work. This is from Walmart. Some of the stuff is 92. And there's miscellaneous stuff, papers, and a little rubber stamp wildlife kit. Yeah, more rubber stamps. There's been hundreds, well, probably more than that. There's maybe 1,000 boxes at least of these paints. She had this paint by number series. I've had some pictures of it taken. See, it's like this piece of cloth, and then just you paint it by numbers and stuff and make a beautiful picture. Oh, and then why else? Where else would you store a hubcap? So you just put a hubcap in there, just by itself. One hubcap. Are you kidding me? Oh, and then there's yarn, because yarn goes with painting by numbers. So yeah, this is the madness of something like this. Crazy. Here's some chest. There was a military, I guess the husband was in the military, maybe the grandfather was in the military, but these old chests, just plywood, so it's not, you know, they're not really much, but clothing, just old pieces of clothing. It's not like it's cool vintage stuff, it's just, this looks like from the 70s, you know. I don't know, you guys remember wearing those pants like that. Woohoo! But yeah, that's what's in here. Just a lot of clothes here. The find of the day. So there's ready to eat food rations. Here's turkey a la king. So you want to save that. And then meatballs with barbecue sauce. Definitely need that. And then after you're sick, you can have some bongo drums. You can be beaten on the island. And yeah, singing the blues, I guess, as you find a place to shit your brains out. So that's some of the stuff here. And just some swimsuits, 1968. So, yeah, this is what you want to keep in your basement. Don't forget it, guys. This is what you need to keep. So this is down in the basement. Got to the back wall. There were several trunks of one with old pieces of material and some with old clothes, but nothing, I mean, just massive amounts of everything. You name it. A box of new paper towels or stuff back here, actually several. And this is all basically sellable garage sale stuff. These are just empty boxes here, but I'm really happy to get through that area now. I'm going to start in this little hallway, working my way back through there. Interesting find I found in the basement. These are albums, or actually they're 45s. Most of you kids have no idea what these are, but Rockin' Teens. There's this. Capitol Records, 16 tons. So these are all singles. That's kind of cool. These are some old stuff, but don't know what to do with those. Hopefully somebody would want them. Don't want to throw them in the garbage. That's kind of craziness. So look at these. But look at the backs of them, unfortunately. Brand new. So those two are bad. And then it looks like there's a whole stack of picture frames. There's more artwork under there. It goes on and on and on. Just nuts. What's this? Looks like, who knows, more paper. Lots of paper stuff. Okay, so cleaning out this little walkway. Get rid of a lot. There's a bunch of shoes there, new and old. The new ones are going to be donated, and then the old ones are going to trash. And down around here, in this little area. But this is another room. We're just piles of. It looks like a little workshop was in here one time. This scared me when I first saw this, but it's empty. It's a freezer. I don't know if it works or not, but full-size freezer. So, yeah, so that's where I'm at now. And gonna be finishing up here shortly for today. So.